Welcome back, everybody, and we're here a little bit early,
Yes,
and we're
we
going to
are.
get right into the game pretty soon. We're on a little bit of a speed run. Turns out players just want to get into it and get going.
Yes, they do.
So we're just going to do quick standings really quick to look at the Super Conference. St. Clair and Maryville currently undefeated. That is going to be a huge matchup in Week 6. And then Akron and Ole Miss currently tied for third. Now, if the Mountaineers are able to win today, then they vault themselves into that conversation. So a very important conversation there. And I do have word that they are currently 2-2. They beat Shawnee State 3-1. Shawnee State, after not playing until Week 5, shocker, you're going to lose.
Yeah. I mean, all that preparation there. You'd think they'd do a little bit better, I guess.
You'd
but
think,
you
but
know,
no.
What do you do, right?
And Illinois State and Burton Parker are currently not having a good time. Completely
donut
defeated.
shops.
Yeah. But
let's
go ahead and take a look up at the matchups and how these standings could possibly change after today. Akron and Maryville going up against each other. St. Clair and Shawnee State. I'm actually not sure if that one's happening today. Could have been rescheduled. No shocker there. Illinois State and Burton Parker. One of them
something's
going to end. One of them going to end their completely defeated streak. And I think what is obviously the most important matchup of this week, West Virginia versus Ole Miss, that is going to vault one of those teams into third place. If the Mountaineers win today, they'll be able to be 3-2. And there's a little bit of beef here. Lunar on Ole Miss loves to run his mouth a little bit. A little bit of a chatterbox. So the Mountaineers hoping to put an end to that. But those are the matchups, and the Mountaineers now 2-2. If they win today, that would be just very, very important.
Oh, yes. 100%.
Because you played the St. Clair game. You lost very close. You played the Maryville game. You lost very close. So if they're able to win out, then they could be just that solid third place team.
Solid third place
still
team,
have a
wild card.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
like
when you have those two top teams that you basically almost beat both of them.
Yeah.
And if you're that third place team, you're still a scary opponent to go up against.
Yeah, I would say you're essentially the dark horse in the entire playoff run. Just given that either one of those games against Maryville or St. Clair could have been wins.
Yes,
easily.
And
if they are able to just kind of turn it up, and it's game over for them. But they need to topple this mountain of this Ole Miss team first. It's C Money, Lunar, and Stealth, I believe, or Alex. It could be either Stealth or Alex. We're not quite sure who's going to be in the starting three. But look, this Ole Miss roster is very good. They've always been good, always in the conversation when you think about the top Rocket League schools. And the Mountaineers need a win here against one of these top teams. They were able to find the win over Akron. Great. And then you go throughout the season and you're just like,
you're close, but you're not getting there. And it's just like you have to close these games out. You have to execute like this. And this today is going to be a big test of that. Another solid team. The last 2 times it went against a very good team. They got close. No cigar. What do you do? Now going into this one, you close it out. Like you said, you become that dark horse, I feel.
And I think that the Shawnee State warm-up was very, very good. One of the teams that we're going to expect at the bottom of the Super Conference. And you go in, you beat them.
Yep.
And just raise that confidence. Get all the rust off from the week.
Yeah, it's a good way to start out this week. You know, start out this day to beat a team that I feel maybe you should beat for sure. But still, you beat them. Like I said, you get the rust off the wheels. The engine's going. The engine's hot. You're rolling down. And the street.
It was the scoreline was 3-2, 4-1, a loss 2-1 due to some computer issues. And that's not an excuse. That is an actual thing.
Happens.
2-1, and then the last game 3-0. So the Mountaineers heavy deficits everywhere you look, except for that game 1, 3-2. But still, they have to be feeling good going into this Ole Miss match. But there is a lot of pressure because this is going to determine whether or not that they are going to be that third place team or they're going to be at the bottom of the Super Conference. You know, you have to imagine that moving forward. Illinois State should be a win. Bruton Parker should be a win. They got all the really hard ones out in the beginning, but
sadly not winning against those. But I'd rather have it, have that early, early season collapse, you could call it, and win out than the opposite of that.
Yeah, because then you go into playoff.
Exactly. Then you're going to playoff in the win streak, and your head's high.
So if the Mountaineers are able to win out, they'll be 5-2. They'll be third place. Unless somehow Maryville St. Unless we just see one of the worst collapses in Rocket League history. But I highly doubt that. I have a feeling that it's going to be one of them undefeated, one of them lost to the other. You know?
Yeah.
So, and that game actually is happening next week, week 6. That's happening in both Valorant and Rocket League. We talked about that a little bit, but it looks like we are ready. Almost ready to go into the game, but we talked about that. Both the undefeated teams in Valorant and Rocket League going up against each other in week 6. Next week is gonna be on.
These places are gonna be. They're gonna be.
Yeah, those standings are finally gonna change, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. Tool, Gyro, Angel taking on C-Money, Lunar, and Stealth, and almost an opening goal. Wow, very impressive there. The Mountaineers opening up just with a absolutely streaking start.
Yeah, I mean, we see them all the time have this sort of aggression early on. Stealth going up there, a little bit of bump, though, not going to go his way. But like I was saying, I mean, the Mountaineers, if they can find success early on in these games, a lot of times they're going to be all right. They can take that early goal and kind of hold on from there. But a nice defensive play by Ole Miss to keep this out of their goal, trying to play this smart. Now Lunar, on this left side of the field, trying to do the best he can. A lot of boost here for the Mountaineers. Angel topping up his reserves. C-Money onto the air and a shot on goal, and Angel opens it up. Easy pickings. First minute. And like I was saying, the caster, not a curse this time. The caster gift, it's here.
Yeah, just gets it around Lunar. A very nice goal there from Angel and a wonderful opening to this matchup. Mountaineers up 1-0. Let's see if they can continue that after this kickoff. It'll be Tool in the air over to the side. Let's see what he's able to do. Gets it around just barely. No angle there. Gyro now on the left side. Going to get it stolen, but Angel waiting midfield. Does he have another one in the tank? Oh, angle so close. Tool with the follow-up. Not going to get there. He securely juked every single defender, but just nothing there angle-wise. It just a little bit to the left.
Broke some ankles, missed the layup. Not what you want to see, but Tool trying to get a center, and the angle was there, but the defense was right there with it. Gyro on this right side, boosting the tank, and another one from Angel.
Angel, just
back to back.
Absolutely out of his mind right now. We've had the chance to talk with him, and Angel kind of has the same mindset as Emma right now.
Oh yeah,
no more
just killer mentality.
And Angel from the top, and Mountaineers find themselves up 2-0 in very early fashion. A minute and a half off the clock, not even.
I mean, I was talking about this earlier. You see this early aggression from the Mountaineers so commonly, and a lot of times when you do see that, it kind of goes really well or goes really poorly, and that is a lot of times the sword you live by, die by. But right here, looking like it's going their way. 2 early goals to set them up for what should be a comfortable game 1, but you never know. You cannot let your foot off that gas pedal. You have to play to the best of your ability all game. Do not give up any garbage time goals, which end up leading to maybe a tie, send it to overtime. Not what you want to see. But now another good look. Ole Miss forced to get a save there.
Yeah, and Gyro's going to get demoed on the other side of that. But a nice block there by Stealth, and now that ball slowly creeping. Can they get the steal? Gyro stealing it from over the top. Both Gyro and Matter played in RLCS this weekend. Gyro's team ending number 8, Matter's team ending number 12. So some wonderful players on this Mountaineer roster doing some wonderful things. And Tool, gimme Godzilla and Kong fighting over that ball in the back of the net. Look at this, just absolutely beautiful. And the Mountaineers, wow.
It out.
Yeah.
I mean, already an amazing start right now. WVU Ole Miss. I mean, if you're Lunar right now, you're might be sweating a little bit. Those keyboard fingers might not be doing you justice currently, but up 3-0. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. Already halfway through this first game, you have such a comfortable lead going into this, and Lunar streaking one down the field. But too slow. The Mountaineers able to recover from that one. And now Gyro trying to start to attack up his own. What can he make work, though? I mean, right now we're seeing the Mountaineers kind of, I wouldn't say they're dominating offensively. They're just getting so many good looks and capitalizing on that. But, I mean, it has been decently back and forth on both sides of the field here. But Ole Miss just not getting the same angles, same looks that WVU is getting here. And it's showing in the scoreboard. 2 minutes left now. Ole Miss going to need something like a miracle at this point right now.
Yeah, you have to score before that clock ticks to 1 until we hit that 1 minute remaining if you're Ole Miss, if you want to have any chance of coming back in this game. So they have just about 45 seconds to make that happen. Gyro, a nice clear towards the right side. And Gyro off the wall. That was almost absolutely insane. The pass to himself, it was just a little bit high. And that just showed Gyro the addition to this roster that everybody has been looking for. A double tap off the ceiling. Tool with the bump. Sorry, that was Gyro with the bump. Tool now on the right side with the bump on to Stealth. Now, nothing to show for it for Ole Miss. The center is there, but no follow-up. Tool sends it down. Gyro has the follow-up off the side. It's centered. Is the angle there? No, it is not. Almost. That's the second crazy shot we've seen Gyro take. Lunar on a tear, but it gets stolen. And C-Money looking to find a bump in the air, and he will. And the 1 minute remaining, and that's what I said. That's not what you want to see if you're Ole Miss. You're still down 3-0. You need to find something, and it just has not. Angel! Oh, no. It looks like a bump actually forced Gyro into the ball that sent it out. Lunar trying to hit the reset. Doesn't find the back of the net. A nice demo, but nothing comes from it, and the Mountaineers are still up 3-0, but they're looking for another. They want to make this a statement Game 1 victory. Angel finds the bump in the air, but it's Stealth on the bottom. Not going to go anywhere as Gyro steals it from under their noses. And Gyro with the pass. Where's the follow-up? It's Tool. No money there. Now just 10 seconds remaining. Ooh. The Mountaineers are going to be victorious in this Game 1, but can they complete the shutout? 3-0 victory would be so nice, and it looks like they're looking for another goal here. And that ball is going to be sent in the air, and it will not touch the ground. Mountaineers keeping this thing in the air, and it will finally touch the ground.
Wow, I mean, a incredible Game 1. This is the type of game you want to have to open this up. I mean, 3 saves from Lunar, 3 saves from Stealth. But what can you do? And there's just so many shots on goal. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, how is that? Let's add this up here. 14 shots from this Mountaineer squad. Quick math. 2 on the side of Ole Miss.
That's what we like to call a blackout game.
That is exactly what we like to call it.
14 shots?
Yes,
yeah.
That is, 14 shots is something else. I mean, really repping Morgantown here. And Demos going the way of Ole Miss. But, I mean, there's nothing they can do. The ball touches also finding the way to the Mountaineer side. And, I mean, this was just a completely dominating game. I mean, there was really nothing going on for Ole Miss there. They had some possession time. They couldn't really get too much offense started. We saw, I believe it was Lunar, getting past 2 defenders on the right side and just no one's home to kick it in. And that's been the story of this Ole Miss team so far. But now, going into this game, the Mountaineers looking to repeat what they did last game because, I mean, hey, it's perfect. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep it going. But now, Ole Miss.
Angel actually, I believe that was Gyro. Wow, that was just about as close as you could make it. And the Mountaineers now going to go back on offense. Tool sends it to the left side. Not going to be much of a follow-up. Angel actually going to play a little bit. Sorry, Gyro. I get them confused sometimes. Their car is a tad bit similar in color. And now over the top, C-Money. But no, that gets stolen. And offensively, The Mountaineers have looked great so far. Let's see if they can continue it. Angel had an opportunity there, but it goes back towards Tool. What is he going to do with it? Well, it's going to get stolen by Lunar. A nice demo there. Opens up the door for the Mountaineers, but no, there's no one to follow up. Looks like Ole Miss is reading into their bag of tricks a little bit, as the Mountaineers have been thwarted for the first minute. C-Money goes for the ball, gets it stolen by Angel. Oh, actually almost went in. An incredible shot off the wall there from Angel, but it's going to be blocked up top. And this ball still, Mountaineers doing a good job of being able to control this fairly well. Gyro now over the top. Who can block him? They put 2 on, and it's going to stop his attack, but Tool still controls the pace, and the Mountaineers still on offense. Angel steals it midair, gets a bump. Tool with a shot, and not going to go in. That's going to be a 3 block there for Ole Miss, as the Mountaineers not able to find the back of the net so far, even after they did so quickly in game 1.
I mean, we're seeing just this ball staying on the orange side the entire time right now. I mean, it's getting bad. I mean, for these first 2 minutes, no goals have been found yet, but it's just been Ole Miss playing defense the entire time. Nothing they can really do right now. No offense to be created. But, I mean, we talk about it a lot on this cast, where you have to turn these defensive streaks into an offense like this. Lunar now streaking down, other side of the field. Anybody there? No. Up right back onto the Ole Miss side. Almost halfway through this game right now. Not a single goal to be found. And now the Mountaineers forced to play a little bit more defense here.
Yeah, a nice little reset there from Tool, as he's going to send it back over to the side of Ole Miss. But look at this, just right back. It has been so back and forth. And perhaps a little more offensive production from Ole Miss, but still nothing to show for it. Angel, open goal! Give it to him from midfield.
Way downtown. I mean, beautiful here. A nice open goal. Nothing to really do there. I mean, WVU finally finding one. Going up 1-0. Exactly how you want to start it. Back to back. With that opening, that first blood, that first goal.
Absolutely, and let's see if the Mountaineers can again avoid what the two teams honestly share the same weakness. They give up the responding goal far too quickly. We saw Lotus avoid it. Oh my gosh, Gyro getting fancy with it. But it's not going to go anywhere. Tool able to regain some control. Takes the flare out of it. Angel off the side. And the Mountaineers are going to have to go back and regain control. But just going back to that, both of the Rocket League teams for WVU had a massive issue early on in the season. Oh my God, Tool!
No massive issues here. Only massive goals. I mean, big. Already up 2-0. Minute 46 left, and I mean, we're giving some caster love here. I mean, every time we say something, it's like,
I think so. I don't know, but again, I do want to finish that statement because it is so important to show the growth of these teams. After they scored a goal, they'd be giving one up in just 5 to 10 seconds. But now we see teams that are able to put up 2, put up 3, and still stay defensively strong. And I think that is a very good testament to how they've been dealing with things throughout the semester and throughout the season to show that they're improving upon themselves. And this Mountaineer main roster has absolutely done so. And now with another shot, it's going to be stopped by Stealth. And look at this, a nice little bounce over the top from Gyro. Lunar going to grab it, attempting to pass it to C-Money. A bit of confusion. That's going to be Angel snagging it out of their grasp. 1 minute remaining. Ole Miss needs to do something. A streaking shot there from, I believe it was C-Money. And now with an opportunity, no, they're not going to be able to find the angle on it because Poole goes in there and puts a pin in it. But a nice goal from the top ropes is Stealth. 44 seconds. Mountaineers do still have the opportunity to lose this if they give up another goal early here.
Yes, I mean, the kickoff goal, we've seen it happen before, but Stealth coming from the top there, a nice, beautiful goal, very textbook right there, but now the Mountaineers have to hold on for 44 seconds here.
They might not need to. Oh, the angle just wrong. That was almost so good. But now they need to get back on defense and put those dreams of a kickoff goal behind. Tool in the air, 30 seconds. All they need to do is avoid the last second goal, but they're looking for the dagger, and they still might have it. They do. Tool with 2 on this game and 1 in the last one. So
Putting
impressive.
the kids to bed here. I mean, just tie it, not tie it up. No tying up here. 3-1 now.
Breaking
Ole Miss,
the tie.
Breaking the tie, yes. No hopes and dreams for Ole Miss at this point. I mean, maybe it's there in the back of your head, but you're going to need, say, a miracle coming in here. But
Mountaineers are known to break them.
they are known to break miracles, yes.
It's like they're about to do it once more, as they just need to play defense for 9 more seconds, and they will certainly go up 2-0. Angel looking for another one.
Oh
No,
my
Tool, a hat trick.
You're already dead.
You didn't have to mutilate the bodies.
I mean, what is going on here? Leave him alone. Let us go into game 3. They're getting, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but there was a lot of talking going into this game.
There always is, but the Mountaineers looking to silence it quickly. Gyro with the ball in the air, just gonna send that thing to the ground. Oh no, another shot. They made another shot. If they had
This box score is gonna look crazy.
You might have run it up. You might have had the coaches have to be held back on the sideline if they made that one. Mountaineers 12 more shots on goal. Very impressive.
I mean, we're just seeing so much offensive production from this Mountaineer squad right now. Complete domination. I mean, like I said earlier, the ball is just on this orange side the entire time. I mean, it's at this point, it's just gonna be a cheese ball at the end of this game. I don't know what to do.
Absolutely, and if the Mountaineers are able to win with the clean sweep, and especially the 7-1 score differential, that is not what you want to see if you're Ole Miss, and that does not spell any kind of good predictions for the rest of the season.
No.
Especially as you look forward towards playoffs. But the Mountaineers looking to secure this 3rd place right here and now, as once again they would have the head-to-head wins over both teams that they could be tied with either Ole Miss or Akron.
Yes.
So again. And finally going positive for the first time this season, aside from the opening win against Akron, but being able to go 3-2 and then hopefully win out, end the season 5-2, be that team that can just disrupt the bracket in an instant, be so huge here. And let's see if they can do it in just 5 minutes. As starting off Ole Miss with a very potent offensive attack here, and still not going anywhere, not bowing, and now Angel with the opportunity, but that's going to be a nice block there from Lunar, and Gyro trying to get the ball off the attack, and it's going to be a demo onto Stealth. The Mountaineers have an opportunity here, but no, a nice little redirect there by C Money, and now it's going to be C Money himself trying to take it, dribble it. Nope, gets stolen. Mountaineers trying to open this up once again. Oh, Tool had a nice shot there, but just got blocked by Stealth.
And now we're seeing once again, I mean, just same old here. I think the story's been the same the entire series. Ole Miss playing defense, trying to do whatever they can to not let one slip through, but eventually, no matter how good your defense is, one's going to find its way, and Tool answers the call. Like once again, find the opening goal.
Yeah, I mean, if Tool wasn't there, Gyro was close behind. Mountaineers open it up once again, and if no more goals are scored, you're looking at a dominant victory. But the Mountaineers are not known to go quietly.
No, not at all. I mean, we saw that in the last game. I mean, there was no need for that last goal. But hey, if you're there, might as well take it. Little stat pad never hurt anybody. And now the Mountaineers looking to go up another one here. The attack has started. Tool to the right corner. No one there, though. Ole Miss trying to put this thing back into midfield, but there's not much they can do. Lunar streaking through the air. Will lose the push, and now another shot on goal, but it's on the crossbar.
The follow-up is there, but no, that gives them Ole Miss ample time to reset. And now it looks like we are going to see an offensive strike here from Ole Miss. A very rare sight in this game, it seems.
Yes. I mean, yeah, Ole Miss not really the offense so far on this game. It hasn't been, I wouldn't say perfect, hasn't been great, but their defense, I mean, hasn't been horrible. They let a lot of goals through, but also there's a lot of goals that are being shot. So what do you do, right? At the end of the day, one is going to sneak through no matter how many times you're in their opposition. eventually you're not going to be. And that has been the story of this game so far. I mean, the amount of shots on goals this Mountaineer team has found, I mean, it's been crazy. And Ole Miss might find 1 or 2 here, but neither are going to go their way. It's going to be blocked, I believe, there by Angels in the right spot for both of those. And now off the backboard,
Tool did it himself. Tool with a enormous game right now. 1 hat trick already in the bag. And a 2-goal, I believe it was 2 goals in the first game. Now finding these 2 goals. I mean, just on pace for an insane performance.
might be a player of the week performance.
It could be.
knows?
Actually, no, I believe Tool only had 1 in the first one. It was Angel with 2 in the first.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing
But
some
now
momentum,
Tool,
I'll tell you
again, right back to it with the bump.
Oh
he
my
almost
God.
bumped his own goal. Gyro. The Angel. No luck there. And now Mountaineers still on offense. 2 minutes remaining. Once again, if you're Ole Miss, you want to put the ball in the back of the net before it hits that 1 minute mark. But now it's a 2-0, not a 3-0, so there's still the opportunity to come back with a minute. But just to be comfortable, you really want to send that thing in as soon as possible. And it looks like they're looking for an opportunity here. But no dice. Gyro off the side, avoids 1. Wow, what a juke there.
I mean, yeah, every second that ticks down right now is going to improve this Mountaineer probability for winning. I mean, a time crunch for Ole Miss is going to be a big
Gyro
right now. Ooh, if it had a little bit more spice on that ball, a little bit more heat, might have found its way in. But a minute 30 left. The Mountaineers are still on attack mode. Racing the front of the goal. So close so far.
Absolutely, but look at this. That timer is getting lower and
Ticking
lower.
down. Not what you want to see if you're Ole Miss, and that's exactly what you really don't want to see if you're Ole Miss. To go down 3-0. I'm not going to jinx anything, but
Looking good.
I mean, it's looking great. It's looking quite nice here. I'll say that.
A minute 10 remaining. Ole Miss down by a score of 3 in game number 3. And
I mean,
the Mountaineers, oh no, don't do it to them. Oh, almost a gyro, but it was kept in step by Lunar. And now, back on offense. Ole Miss, 1 minute remaining. 3 goals needed. All the Mountaineers have to do is keep the ball out of the net 3 times. I think they can do it. They've been playing wonderful defense all game. Gyro comes back in, sends it back towards the Ole Miss side, and now Angel back on. C-Money is going to boop it back, and it looks like it's going to be for a pass, but that's actually a really good angle for Gyro. A team ace in game number 3, and that's going to do it.
Pack it up, turn the monitors off. It's time to go home. 4-0 with 34 seconds left. I mean, I'm going to jinx it now. It's over. I mean, there's nothing you can do here.
Yeah, a bit of a lunar eclipse.
Oh.
A lunar eclipse, you might want to say.
You might want to say that indeed. I mean,
Yeah,
this is,
the Mountaineers absolutely just
eclipsing the Ole Miss squad.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Indeed, they are.
precisely. And Angel looking for another one just a tad bit to the left. Mountaineers not giving up. They want to beat this team into the ground. And look at this. They're still so aggressive on offense. 13 seconds remaining, and Tool finds another one. Tool with the second hat trick of the match.
Taking them while they're down.
I mean, you know, I just think back to that Simpson. He's already
dead. Yeah, I mean, geez, another shutout here. It would have been beautiful if it could have been every game being shut out.
Yeah.
That would be that's a screenshot to send to Lunar. I'll tell you what later. But I mean, with time winding down here, the Mountaineers are going to find themselves positive once again for the first time in a okay, all right.
They were getting a little cheeky.
We get it.
They were look at this. It was Gyro getting a little cheeky. Oh, and just the bump last second. And you know, look, for Lunar, it's time to pack up the keyboard. There's really nothing to say on Twitter for this one.
No more Twitter threads for you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, I mean.
Yeah, you want to know what's actually in the shape of a moon, just like Lunar? The amount of goals he had today.
Oh, well, that's true.
Oh, hey now.
For Lunar
Full
today.
moon for Lunar today. But nonetheless, anyway, enough BM. This Mountaineer squad, that was an absolute demolition.
Yes, it was.
Of this Ole Miss squad, and it looks like they are truly back. That was, what was it, 12-2 I believe
Yes,
the
if we're really counting
overall.
technically we're counting the last goal. I mean,
In terms of real-time goals, 12 to 1.
Time goals, it's basically like 10-0 there. But I mean,
like 12 to 1, but just absolutely dominant performances from both rosters.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just especially this main roster. I mean,
Yeah.
Lotus looked perfect. And like I said earlier on that Lotus cast, when you look at the box score, you might think, okay, this was kind of close. But then when you watch the match back,
It
no,
was not.
It really wasn't at all. I mean, if you look at this box score, you know what happened. I'll tell you, you know exactly what happened here.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us today, and we'll get you in bed nice and early. The Mountaineers decided to take care of their business and get home to their families. But it is that is all for us today. We do not have a stream on Wednesday. We do have Valorant on Friday.
Yes.
That's going to be a big matchup against Winthrop for NACE. Just a little bit of a reschedule there. Be sure to follow us on social media, WVU Esports, just about anywhere you consume it. Be sure to like and follow on Twitch, and be sure to subscribe on YouTube. But also be sure to subscribe on Twitch if you can afford it, as it helps us very, very much. You want to see more production quality, that's what you're going to get. Also, now that we are officially in the month of March, we are just what's today, the 3rd?
The 3rd, yes.
We are officially 22 days away from Day of Giving 24-hour stream.
Hype.
Super, super hype for that. Going to have a lot of fun. Be sure to put it on your calendars, and we're going to have just a ton of fun. More details will probably come on the country roads and through our socials. So be sure to follow those. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. The Mountaineers 2-0, 2 dominant victories, finding themselves at 1st and 3rd in their conferences respectfully. Be safe, and we'll see you on Friday.